So in case you haven't noticed yet, personal development is everywhere right now. It has become almost impossible to log on to Facebook, go to YouTube or scroll through Instagram without having somebody deliver a personal development message to you. And you know, I think that is awesome that there are people out there who are sharing positive messages with others and trying to motivate them to improve their lives. I mean, after all, this is what I'm doing with this channel right here, right? So in this video, I'm gonna share with you guys the most inspiring, most engaging, and most successful personal speakers out there right now. Check it out. Alright, let's dive right into it. The first one on our list of personal development speakers is a guy that has been around for a couple of years, but recently he's been really blowing up like crazy. I am talking about Gary Vaynerchuk. Gary V is a full-blown entrepreneur running a $100 million company at the moment. But on top of that, he also loves to talk to huge audiences and share his passion with them. And what makes him so special as a speaker is that he really has a no bullshit attitude. He doesn't beat around the bush. Just check out this clip here.
The only thing I fear besides the health and well-being of my family is regret. The thing I'm so scared of, and one of the tactics, if I could inspire 20 people to do this, that would be big. Fuck, I'll take one. If one person in here can start spending more time in a retirement home, go and donate your time, your most valuable thing, and go spend time with 70, 80, 90-year-olds. Do that for 1 day, 2 days, a week or two, and you will understand very quickly that the only thing that is scary is the things that you didn't do, right?
People love to listen to Gary Vee because he gives it to them straight. And he seems to genuinely care about each and every person that gets to listen to him. Whether it is in a big crowd or if it is one-to-one. You can go and subscribe to Gary Vee's YouTube channel. He has about 1.6 million subscribers at the moment and he shares videos daily. Some of them are pretty small snippets out of his routine as a CEO, but also he shares full keynote speeches that often last longer than an hour. The next person on our list is a woman that has been highly successful, especially this year in 2018. Her name is Mel Robbins. I mentioned Mel already in a previous video where I talked about the most successful women in personal development. You can check out this video right up here. What makes Mel interesting is that she originally worked as a journalist. She was a commentator for many years and then gave a TED Talk a couple of years ago where she got discovered as a personal development speaker. And since that day, her audiences have grown rapidly.
That's it right there. Tomorrow morning when the alarm goes off, because I was hitting the snooze button over and over and over again. Tomorrow morning when that alarm goes off, I am going to rocket out of that bed like a rocket ship. I am going to move so fast that I cannot talk myself out of getting up. Now, it might have been the 4 Manhattans I had that night that gave me that dumb idea. But, you know, whatever. I'm going to take the inspiration where it comes.
In her speeches, Mel usually addresses topics like motivation, self-discipline, but also relationships and occasionally finance. So if those are topics that you are interested in, I highly recommend that you check out her YouTube channel as well. She currently has about 350,000 subscribers and is growing rapidly. The next person on our list is probably the elephant in the room. It is none other than Tony Robbins. If you are at all into personal development, I'm pretty sure Tony Robbins doesn't need an introduction. He has been around for decades in this industry. He pretty much started it from the ground up himself, and now he's almost 60 but still going strong. And honestly, I think he is still the greatest when it comes to getting a huge crowd fired up only through the power of his words. If you look at the stage presence alone of Tony Robbins these days, you can really see how good of a speaker you can become if you just do it almost every day for 40 years straight, which is pretty much what Tony Robbins has done.
But if your commitment was the same, when you're in that place you do anything in the beginning of a relationship, if your partner said, would you take out the trash? What do you say? Take out the trash. Happily. But after about 7 days or 7 weeks or 7 months or 7 years or 70 years, one day someone said, would you take out the trash? You go, what do I look like, your janitor? You go, what happened to our passion?
I usually don't really like the term life coach because it seems a bit arrogant that you believe that you have it all figured out and whichever area of life people have a problem with, you can help them with it. But with Tony Robbins, it honestly seems like he can teach you about anything. He talks extensively about finance, about business, about relationships, about motivation, about finding your passion, about developing grit, all of these different mosaic puzzle pieces that you need to bring together in order to create the best life possible for yourself. And this is what every single speech of him is about. Making sure that he shares with you the tools that you need to create your ideal life. Next on our list is an up-and-comer in the personal development scene, especially as a personal development speaker. And his name is Tom Bilyeu. Now, Tom made millions of dollars as the co-founder of Quest Nutrition. You probably know their protein bars. But in the last couple of years, he really started to make a name for himself in the personal development realm. He runs a personal development podcast, which I discussed in an earlier video. You can check it out right up here. On top of that, he has massively grown his YouTube following and regularly gets booked as a keynote speaker to deliver personal development speeches.
And I said, Jocko, I actually don't want to edit that out because right now the narrative about what it means to be an entrepreneur is to be naturally gifted. And I call total bullshit on that because I'm not naturally gifted. I don't have any natural talents. And all of us are born as this lump of jelly that can't hold its own head up, that poos in its pants, and we all learn to do things. And it's that ability to specialize that makes us great. And the things that you choose to put your time and energy into, those are going to be the things that allow you to accomplish something. But all of that is a choice.
Most of Tom's speeches are designed to be motivational and inspire you to take action. So if this is what you're looking for, he is the right kind of guy for you. And last but not least, on our list of the greatest personal development speakers of our times, a guy whose voice you have probably heard in many motivational videos all over YouTube and Instagram. A guy that is inspirational to millions of people all around the world, Eric Thomas, or short ET. Eric Thomas is actually the only person on this list of great speakers who made his money almost exclusively with speaking engagements. And naturally, he struggled a lot in the beginning to make a name for himself. Nowadays, of course, he speaks to huge audiences. Eric Thomas has that hustler mentality that eventually allowed him to reach his own dreams. And in every speech that he gives, he wants to share and instill that hustler mentality into the people in the audience. He is the kind of guy who thinks that no dream is too big to pursue it. And all you need is the confidence to actually go for it.
And then my mother was homeless because she didn't have anywhere to go. Listen to me, I wasn't born with a silver spoon in my mouth. So for those of you who are saying, you know what, I believe I could, maybe be successful, I don't know, I'm not 100% sure if I could ever get to the top of this cup. I want you to know that luck is for leprechauns and you're not green, but listen to me, you can create your own luck.
Eric Thomas also has a big YouTube channel. I'm gonna link it down below in the description, so definitely make sure to check it out. So those were the 5 most successful personal development speakers of 2018. And I would love to hear from you guys if you think that I got it right or that maybe I forgot somebody on this list that definitely belongs there. Let me know down in the comments below. Thank you guys so much for checking out the video. If you did like it, feel free to subscribe down below so you get more videos about personal development and personal growth in the near future. Until then, talk to you next time.